Hello again. I'm Joe McTurnan, AOPA's Director of Health Policy and Advocacy. Thanks for joining me today for another edition of AOPA's Take. As we approach the end of 2025, I wanted to wish all of you and your families the happiest of holidays. May the joy and excitement of the season bring you happiness throughout the year. The final edition of AOPA's Take in 2025 will take a look at some of the exciting accomplishments that have occurred in 2025, along with a preview of things AOPA will be advocating for and working on in 2026. One of the most exciting developments of 2025 was the creation of a revised Medicare Local Coverage Determination and Policy article that expands coverage of knee orthoses to include unloader-style orthoses that treat the painful and debilitating symptoms of tibiofemoral osteoarthritis. Historically, Medicare has only covered knee orthoses when there was a documented recent injury to or surgery on the knee, or when there is documented ligamentous instability of the knee. For many years, AOPA members have expressed frustration that Medicare did not cover orthoses used to treat osteoarthritis, a chronic condition for which unloader braces have long been prescribed. AOPA submitted a formal LCD reconsideration request in August 2023. After 2 years of review, the DME Max recently released a proposed Medicare knee orthosis revision that, based on AOPA's recommendation, included coverage for knee orthoses used to treat tibiofemoral osteoarthritis without the presence of ligamentous joint instability. The proposed Medicare knee LCD and policy article was finalized as written on December 11, 2025, effective for dates of service on or after January 25th, 2026. This is a significant policy change that will greatly increase access to clinically appropriate, medically necessary care. Finishing 2025 on a high note is certainly exciting, but new challenges await us in 2026. CMS recently published a final rule that will increase oversight of Medicare DMEPOS accrediting bodies and will increase the frequency of required accreditation from a 3-year cycle to an annual cycle. This change will create challenges for both accrediting bodies and providers alike, and will impact all of DMEPOS, not just O&P providers. AOPA is working with accrediting organizations that accredit O&P providers and AOPA members to offer support as we all navigate this new process. In addition to accreditation changes, the CMS final rule also announced plans to initiate future rounds of Medicare competitive bidding, including introduction of the Remote Item Delivery, or RID program, which will reduce the number of contracted Medicare suppliers to only a handful of providers who will supply items on a nationwide basis. Off-the-shelf knee, spinal, and upper extremity orthoses were specifically identified as product categories where the RID program will be implemented. This will negatively impact the provision of clinical care, and AOPA will continue to advocate for exclusion of orthotic product categories from this program, or for expansion of existing provider exemptions to include orthotists and prosthetists. While 2026 will bring some new challenges, I remain confident that AOPA will continue to advance policy and legislative agendas in a way that positively impact AOPA members. Happy holidays once again, and we will see you all in the new year. AOPA's Take, where you go when you need to know.